in the early 90s, maybe the late 80s, my husband and I went to Santa Fe, and we met this lady. Her name is Mary Kane, and her Indian name is Blue Rain. Her and her son both are potters, and I had to photograph her hands because to me, her hands did everything. But this is the painting I did of her, and I've been back many times to visit the family. I don't know what else I could say about that family. It's so wonderful. This is Mother Earth. I also met her in Santa Fe. And the one thing about painting the Indians is they have to give you the okay. You have to ask for their permission to paint them. And I was lucky enough to meet these people and go to the pueblos with them and see what they do. I feel blessed by that. So. There's a big story behind this. When I went to a wedding in 1997 in California, we took a trip over to La Jolla. We were in this restaurant bar, sitting at the bar, and this man walked in with a little feather in his hair, and I said to my husband, I have to meet him. And he said, no, you don't do that. So up I went, and he was standing on the balcony looking at the ocean. And I walked outside and I introduced myself, and I asked if I could paint him. But he wore his Indian clothes. He looked fabulous. This is where I got the name Rider in the Storm. This is Gary Silk, who rode here all the way from North Dakota, horseback, with his companion Zita, the girl you will see later. So this is a drawing that I did first, and then this is the big painting, and it's huge, and I will not sell this. This and Miguel are both in my home, and those are the only two I will not get rid of. I love them both. I do have a story that he wrote. It's called Rider in the Storm. And when I photographed him, he said, please, if you do any of my paintings or paint me, please call it Rider in the Storm. So I did. This is another one that while he was at Jeannie Quaid's home, he got on the horse. I took this picture. Then he had me get up on the horse, you know. And they came in two horses, a white, you'll see that in the next, I think it's the next photograph. Posy and Ska. Ska was the white horse, and the brown horse is Posy. And so he had me get up on the big white horse, and it's magnificent. I'll never forget it. So this is his companion Zita, and she was feeding the horses when I took this photograph. And this was just one of the drawings that I did of her with her horse. They were so wonderful to be around. Now the story of that is because he was on his way to the White House. Clinton was in office at the time. He was the president, and Clinton did not honor their treaty. So he did that horse ride all the way here for a while, and then they took off for Washington. They were blocked on the way. They heard they were coming, and they were blocked. They were never allowed in. So that treaty has never been taken care of. And it's called the Rider in the Storm because the last ride they took when they wore my image of him on the horse, was at Yellowstone. This is just before they went into Yellowstone. So this is him on the horse. These are two girls that I found, and another, when we went back to Santa Fe to visit Blue Rain, these two girls were sitting right in the park, and I was able to take their picture, and they were sisters. So that's what the name of the painting is. It's called Sisters. And I think that was the last time I was in Santa Fe. That was like in the middle of 2005 or 6. So I forget how I met this Indian. I have thought about it many times. I took that photograph and I painted it, but I can't remember if it was North Dakota or Santa Fe. This is one of my favorites. She was so beautiful, and it's called On the Mountaintop. Oh, this is very important. When Washington opened the new Indian Museum, we went and photographed. The one on the left was the parade, and the other one was the three Indians sitting with the fence there. And when I saw the photograph that was taken, I thought, okay, I put the Capitol in the background because it made me feel like they're now they're in with our country now. They're accepted because they've never been accepted. But that's my thought, my feeling. These are two I painted because I saw them. These were not photographed by me, and I just thought they were so lovely because one is I called it the water carrier, and the other one is the corn gatherer.